Good morning. Welcome to the forecast discussion for September 15th, 2014. It is absolutely chilly out there and beautiful with basically clear skies throughout the region. We do have a little bit of fog here and there over portions of the interior, some of your valleys, but for the most part, clear skies are in place with some very chilly temperatures. We have temperatures in the mid to upper 40s over the northern interior, upper 40s to lower 50s along the coast and over much of the Philadelphia and New York City metropolitan area. Your warm spots are pretty much in your urban areas where temperatures are in the lower to mid 50s this morning. Otherwise, if you're not surrounded by concrete, you're in the 40s. And that is pretty chilly for this time of year. We should be around 55 for a low, somewhere in that ballpark. Instead, we're closer to 45. So it's a good deal cooler than what we should be for this time of year. But that's what happens when you have a fresh polar air mass, clear skies, and light winds that are currently over the region. Will it stay this cool? Well, kind of, for the most part. We do have one threat for rainfall tomorrow, and then that's about it for the rest of the week. So for today, we look for temperatures to rise into the mid to upper 60s over the interior, upper 60s to lower 70s in the New York City metropolitan area, and lower to mid 70s in the Philadelphia metropolitan area. When we take a look at the surface map, high pressure is in full control for today with beautiful weather for this afternoon, low humidity, temperatures near to slightly below normal. It's going to be absolutely beautiful out. However, it's not going to last very long. This low pressure system that is currently over the plains will rapidly move east, producing the threat for scattered showers by tomorrow morning. Now, it's not a washout, it's more of a nuisance, especially when you're driving in rush hour. So expect periods of showers tomorrow morning, heavy at times, then it clears out by the afternoon, and from tomorrow afternoon all the way through Sunday, beautiful weather conditions will be in place with high pressure and control, with clear skies to scattered cloud cover, low humidity, and temperatures pretty much averaging near to below normal through the forecast period. On the radar, you can see pretty much high and dry right now. Here's our showers starting to develop over portions of the Great Lakes. And as we move back to the west, you can see those showers also organizing over the plains. And that's what's pretty much going to head for our neck of the woods. Periods of showers basically from about 2 a.m. tomorrow morning on through about noon. After noon, everything clears out from west to east. So let's say over eastern Pennsylvania, you'll be done by mid-morning. The coast by late morning. As you head towards eastern Connecticut and eastern Long Island, more towards the early afternoon hours, you'll be drying out. And to be frank, by the time most people get to about 9 a.m., most locations are going to be dry in the northern mid-Atlantic, with temperatures rebounding nicely into the lower to mid-70s for highs for the afternoon, upper 60s to lower 70s over the interior. So overall, it's not a major rainfall event. It's more of a nuisance that's going to blow through, and then we are pretty quiet the rest of the week. On the infrared satellite picture, you can see it high pressure over us with clear skies. You can see a disturbance developing with lifting cloud cover, cooling cloud tops over now the Mississippi River Valley. And then this high pressure system will take control for the rest of the week. As you can see, clear skies over the region and not much in the way of any threat for precipitation thereafter. On the water vapor satellite picture, you can see our hurricane out here, Edouard, is going to be picked up by this trough. Will have no impact on us whatsoever, aside from enhancing the NAO to fall towards a neutral state before going back into a positive state once again. And of course, we have a nice deep trough developing over the east. That's going to remain in place. And you can tell that there's going to be a trough in the east because it's a very simple rule. If you have a trough around the Aleutians, it leads to a ridge in the west, trough in the east. Very simple rule. And that's pretty much what we have set up for the next 5 to 7 days. Let's take a look at the latest model guidance using the GFS model guidance for this morning. Could have used the European, but I figured get a little more detail for this morning. Again, for today, high pressure and control. Temperatures will range pretty much below normal, mid to upper 60s over the interior, upper 60s to lower 70s in the New York City metro, and lower to mid 70s in the Philadelphia metro. For tonight, that disturbance approaches, clouds increase, showers by morning, low temperatures pretty much in the lower to mid 50s throughout much of the Philadelphia and New York City metropolitan area, mid to upper 50s in your urban locations. By tomorrow, those showers move through in the morning. Again, not a washout, but a nuisance, that is for sure. Expect some delays in your rush hour because of the rain, because everyone drives, or at least is supposed to drive slower when it rains. So watch out for that. And then by the afternoon, we start to clear out. So we'll clear out from west to east. Look for high temperatures in the afternoon in the lower to mid 70s over much of the Philadelphia and New York City metropolitan area, upper 60s to lower 70s over the interior. And then the rest of the week is pretty quiet. High pressure in control with clear skies to scattered cloud cover all the way through the end of the week into this upcoming weekend. Now notice something very important. You see where the high pressure system goes? It goes towards the Canadian Maritimes. This is not a warm pattern for us. You would think, okay, southwesterly winds, but that's not the case. The orientation of this high pressure system will suggest that winds will be from the northeast to the east through at least Sunday afternoon before veering to the southwest ahead of this cold front on Monday morning with another round of showers. So temperatures for the rest of the week pretty much are going to fall in this ballpark. For low temperatures, look for lower to mid 40s over your far northern interior, upper 40s to lower 50s over your western suburbs of Philadelphia and New York City, and then lower to mid 50s along the coast and in your urban areas. Very much like what we saw this morning. That's pretty much the low temperature range I'm expecting through the rest of this week into this upcoming weekend. High temperatures, mid to upper 60s for the most part in place over the far northern interior, and everywhere else, for the most part, I'm looking at upper 60s to lower 70s in your suburbs and lower to mid 70s in your urban areas. That's about it. That's the whole name of the game from basically Wednesday all the way on through Saturday. Now Sunday a little bit warmer because we have those winds veering. So I'm looking for low temperatures in the lower to mid 50s because we're going to have more of an onshore flow from the Atlantic. High temperatures in the lower to mid 70s throughout the entire Philadelphia and New York City metropolitan area. I know that the GFS Moss is going about 79, but considering the fact that on Sunday we'll have increasing clouds, winds veering off the Atlantic towards the southwest by the time we get to the evening hours, and considering the fact that with that cloud cover and that southeasterly wind to southerly wind, it'll be coming off the Atlantic. So I think that's going to hold down temperatures a little bit on Sunday, thus leading to the threat for cooler temperatures than what's being forecasted. On Monday, next Monday, it'll be a little bit warm. Be slightly above normal, mid to upper 70s, I think, depending on the timing of that cold front by the time we get to Monday. But we have time to watch that, so we don't have to jump the gun on that. But no temperatures at all in the forecast period anywhere near the 80s, certainly not near the 90s. And for the most part, we average near to slightly below normal through the forecast period. That is your forecast discussion for today. Of course, I'm your meteorologist, Stephen DiMartino. Follow latest weather information at nynjpaweather.com and nynjpaweather on Twitter, Facebook, Google+, and LinkedIn. Have a wonderful day, and as always, stay safe out there.